Seen car washes, seen a plane being washed. Could it also be a basic wash for 30? Detailed wash for 50? Hello, I'm the motorcycle repairman for planes. The plane arrived port. We're conducting an external inspection in the hangar. And we found out it's really dirty. Even the wind can't blow it off. Like, it's got a patina. Don't underestimate this thin layer of grime. You scrape it off the whole plane. If you put it all together, it might weigh several pounds. Layer grime seriously affects smoothness of plane's paint surface. During flight, it increases the friction between the plane and the atmosphere. This means fuel consumption will increase. The buildup of grime might also cause localized corrosion on the plane. To avoid these issues from occurring, following the principle, dirty planes can't enter the airport. We'll give it a wash tonight. Everyone knows about washing hair, divided into dry wash, water wash. The same goes for airplanes. They are split into dry wash and water wash. What you see in the video now is water washing the plane. With the increasing awareness of environmental protection for saving energy and emission reduction, more people prefer dry washing. Because water washing process consumes 10-20 tons water and generates a large amount of wastewater. Today we'll do a dry wash, which only requires 20 to 30 liters of water. Washing a plane is to operate the cockpit ditching switch, which is used to close all openings to the outside of the plane. To prevent liquids from entering the interior of the plane during washing, key attention. The air intake and exhaust of the electronics bay, which houses tens of millions worth of computers. Then, take out our 3 pitot tube covers and check the condition of each pitot tube. Check for any items inside. What is this thing used for? It is installed on the pitot tube, also known as the airspeed tube, used to measure total pressure airflow. After subtracting static pressure measured by the static port, the aircraft's airspeed can be calculated. Therefore, it must be protected and cannot have contamination blockage. Since the total pressure of the vehicle needs protection, the static port must also be protected. This is our static port cover. There are 2 designs. This is one of our 4 static ports. To measure static pressure in atmosphere, to sense state of the aircraft, place the static port cover in the appropriate position and manually tighten the fixing screws. This is another type of protective cover, similar to the pitot tube cover, but it's used to protect the total temperature probe. Finally, use the tire covers to cover all the tires and brakes. Then we start washing the aircraft. We need to perform the aircraft water drainage task, which involves draining water from the aircraft's tank. Since washing the aircraft is a dry wash, this basket of water is enough. First, we take out our cleaning agent, which is this large blue barrel, and distribute it into other small baskets or buckets to dilute it with water. Everyone knows about washing cars. First step, high and low. To wet the surface, washing the aircraft dry wash is different. You just use these 2 brushes, dip them in the diluted cleaning agent. Start scrubbing. Simple, straightforward. This is simpler than washing a car. When I was a motorcycle taxi driver, I used to do car washing as a side job. The first step is to spray water over to soak all the dirt and dust and wash away the larger dirt. The second step to apply foam, then use a sponge ball to wipe from top to bottom. Finally, go over it again with a towel and then rinse with clean water. Use an absorbent towel to dry off the water. Lastly, use an air nozzle to blow away any water trapped in the corners. Dry washing an aircraft is much simpler. All you need is hands, scrub. The second step is to wipe, and that's it. I must say, the cleaning agent's stain removal ability is incredible. Look at the black water after scrubbing. This area hasn't been scrubbed, the place. A layer of grime that can't be wiped off. And then the area in front is where it has been scrubbed. Stain removal is easy. We can't overlook any corner of the aircraft. The lower and upper surfaces of the wings need thorough cleaning. The exterior surface of the aircraft, after scrubbing once, we start the second step, which is wiping the aircraft. Using something like a mop, we attach a clean, absorbent towel to it, and then we can begin wiping the aircraft's surface, removing the diluted grime. This step is quite stress-relieving. When dealing with a dirty aircraft, you can visibly see it getting cleaner. This kind of wiping work is very simple, but you can't overlook any corner. Back in the day when I washed the pickup trucks at the construction site, I worked as fiercely as a tiger. Once dry, there was still dirt everywhere. It was because this step wasn't done well. After quietly wiping, it's so shiny and bright. Look at the unclean skin next to it, and you'll know how strong the contrast is. Washing a car needs 2 people, but washing an aircraft requires more than 10 to 20 people. The entire wash takes about 2 to 3 hours, so of course the price is different as well. It's 200 times the cost of washing a car. This dry wash is too expensive, so it's not recommended for purchase after aircraft is washed. You also need to ensure that all openings on the skin are not blocked or have liquid deposits, especially the one on the front landing gear, the front wheel turn sensor. Make sure its electrical plug is not wet, and check the nearby switches of each landing gear are in normal condition, then confirm again that the pitot tubes and static ports are not blocked. Isn't washing an aircraft quite simple? Anyone interested in practicing? You can wash my motorcycle for free.